Ladies and gentlemen, the belt's back. Today is a special video, bro. And I'm gonna double upload. I don't care. I did it. This might be my first time ever double uploaded. I just posted my little 1v1 King of the Court video with my boys. So I'll go watch that, please. But right now, it's time to talk about Josh Batelstein. Now, I'm going to say this. Yes, people are going to throw the, oh, it's an allegation. It's not true. Blah, 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 blah. You don't know. We know there's going to be people that protect. And now, you know, I've been saying the dude should have been gone anyway. He should have been gone because he don't know how to build a roster. He has no idea what the fuck he's doing. So he should have been gone, gang. Now, obviously there's some rumors. Came from a lawsuit of somebody that's suing the Suns. There's a lot in there, by the way. Like security issues and all of this them accusing the Suns of. Which we thought a lot of this would go away. Ishbia guy here, but clearly... Matter of fact, I need to go read over it more carefully because I need to know, because there's people saying this is from when Sarver was still here or this was right when Ishbia got here. I don't know. That part, I don't know. That's unclear to me. I have no idea. So I got to do my research on that part and see, because I'm seeing different, you know, things when it comes to that on you know, the internet. But the main thing, the juiciest part that's really getting talked about, obviously y'all see on the internet, is the allegation that Sophie Cunningham and Josh Batelstein were having an affair. I know a lot of people ain't going to want to speak on it because, like I said, it's allegations. Obviously, a lot of people's making jokes. You know, it's the internet. That is what it is, man. Like, we're in a day and age where they're going to make fucking jokes and it's funny videos and all that. Like, and I find it crazy because, like, Sophie was, to me, one of the more, she probably still is. She's one of the more popular WNBA players. She's definitely popular in Phoenix when she was still here. She's still popular to some, but she was very popular because a lot of people, first of all, thought she looked good, but she also got a burner on her. She could shoot the basketball, shoot the shit out the basketball. She can hoop. She can hoop. I'll never take that away from Sophie. Sophie can hoop, bro. And like I said, she got a burner. She was on the Suns broadcast teams and all of that, so she was a popular figure. Not just with the Suns, just, you know, she's a popular WNBA player. A lot of people turned on her, been calling her MAGA Barbie because they feel like, you know, y'all know how it is when people, especially people of color, find out you believe in some of the things that Trump, you know, pushes and all that stuff. Like, obviously that's the reason why they call her MAGA Barbie. So she lost a lot of love in Phoenix for that, obviously. So, like I said, I'm not going to get into the politics and that shit. I'm not getting into politics. In terms of her as a basketball player, though, because we talk about basketball on this thing, she's a hooper, bro. She's a bucket. This video ain't even about her, though. But she's a bucket. I just want to say that. She's a good player. Obviously, a lot of people think she looks good. She's a good-looking woman, and she could hoop. It is what it is. But whether or not it's true, the fact that I already don't believe a man's good at his job. No disrespect. Regardless of, I'm going to say this too, because people going to make it seem like I'm just being super harsh. Regardless of if Josh works for the Suns or not, that man is rich. He will be fine. Even if he don't work for the Suns, he is straight, gang. He is okay. I promise you. Now, yeah, you can feel bad if a dude loses his job, bro, he's straight. I promise he'll be good. Like, I'm not, like, regular people like us, that if we could lose like a 9 to 5 or something, that could be bad for us. He's straight, bro. He ain't got to worry about nothing the rest of his life in terms of money, bro. He's good, gang. So I just want to throw that out there. Not that losing things for, you know, rich people, not that, you know, they don't have their own problems too. But y'all get what I'm saying when it comes to just, I'm just talking about having a job. And I'm pretty sure even if he lost a job with the Suns, he can go get a job somewhere else. It just don't need to be here. Because even if those rumors aren't true, just the fact that somebody in the organization felt that way, that alone, like, it just looked bad, bro. Because even if they're people, because First of all, how do you even prove if that's true or not? How do you prove if something like that is true? How do you prove if the CEO is sleeping with technically an employee? How do you prove that? Or how do you not prove that? You can't. So, just the fact that it's out there and he already not good at his job, he needs to go, bro. Like, do I have to bring up, I've talked about these trades a million times on this channel. And Matt ain't safe either because Matt is the one who hired him. Matt gave this man the keys. A lot of the, like, bro, none of his trades have looked good. Not one of the trades he's done has really looked good. I know people gonna throw Grayson Allen in there, bro, but he was a part of a trade that had him and Nurk come here and replace DA and Kamara. Trash trade. I don't care. Grayson's a good player, but trash trade, awful. Now the Bill thing. We're looking at the Bill situation. We've seen how that went. My guy can't stay healthy. Me personally, like I said, I want Bill in a better situation somewhere going to because it's better for the Suns and it's better for him. I don't hate Brad like a lot of other people do. It's very frustrating how things is going between the Suns and him so far. Like I said, it's best they split. But I really like when he goes somewhere else. I'm still gonna root for Brad too because I've always rooted for Brad his career because he was one of my favorite players. Like back when I was younger, and he was hooping at Florida. So I'm always gonna have that's always gonna be a part of me. You know, I'm rooting for Brad to hoop, and I want him to bounce back because too his PR and all that is just bad, and his stock is bad. Like people gonna be talking crazy about him because these last 2 seasons. But that trade failed, and people point to that trade as the reason why Suns tried to do what they did to KD and try to backdoor him and trade him without him really knowing and putting him in trade talks. Nothing he's done has been good. They ain't putting no defenders around him. I guess if you want to try to give him some credit for Ryan Dunn and Oso because they look promising, mostly Ryan Dunn to me, you can give him that. But for the most part, he's done nothing that really benefited Book and KD. Then he was part of trying to backdoor KD. He got to go, bro. The fact, like, him getting, whatever you want to call it, maybe demoted or moved over and changed positions, or they give the title to Brian Gregory, who I talked about a little bit last video. It's not enough. Like I said, that is still, like, the optics still obviously don't look good, bro. And this is just another thing going against the organization, front office, and Josh, bro. Like, I was making, like, all jokes aside, I was making funny tweets about the situation. Part of me a little bit does feel bad for Sophie just because stories like that, when you put it up, stories like that out there about men, it's like you not going to get the same smoke a woman going to get. You know, they going to slut shame. I don't want to say words like that on chat. I don't know if that's bad. But y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know how they going to do women when it comes to stuff like that. You know, people making jokes like, oh, how did Josh pull that shit like that? Like, you know, more people is going to get a man props than, not in Phoenix. Well, some people in Phoenix might, but not in Phoenix because a lot of us is tired of him. A lot of us want him gone anyway, and we trying to use this as another reason why he need to go. But part of me, like I said, I feel bad for Sophie, but Sophie be cool. Sophie's not here no more. So it's not going to, I don't believe it'll affect, obviously, like, Sophie not going to be off a roster or no shit like that. And Josh might not even be out of a job, but he should be. He should have been out of a job before this. So we're just talking about this. This is why. This is the evisceration of this nigga. And it's crazy. I know there's going to be people. I already did see some too. There's going to be people that are going to say they're not coming to the defense of him, but it looks that way, bro. And I get it. I understand the people that are saying, oh, it's, you know, allegations don't mean it's true, blah, blah, blah. But I don't be seeing that same energy when it comes to other stuff. I've seen when other allegations came out in Phoenix, how the media, how them moved about it, how quick they talked about it. I ain't seen none yet. Maybe they trying to wait, but y'all know what it is like. And I'm not saying I don't understand the game in terms of, like, media people, media outlets, not trying to bite the hand that's feeding them info, and, you know, and that's their source. I understand that. At some point, some part of you, like, as for me, like, some stuff I'm like, hey, dude, I gotta speak about this just because Like I got a certain moral and shit, I believe. Like, I can't just sit back and not say nothing when I have a platform. You on your own, gang. Like, that shit, it's not riding over here, bro. So, again, this is just another example of why he needs to be gone. I'm going to get off that. I've been talking about this nigga for 10 minutes. One thing I want to touch on real quick is a lot of the packages and rumors I've been seeing. A lot of y'all was trying to cook me about me saying, you know, that rumor came out, Paul George, the number 3 pick from the Sixers for KD. I said, bro, I would do it just because a lot of y'all already complain about, oh, the Suns have no future, no nothing, they don't got their picks. I get the money thing with Bill and PG, but like, you got to start like looking about the future. I know the money's part of the future too, but at some point Brad's deal is gonna come off, and I would try to get rid of him still anyways if you're trying to do that PG deal. And then at some point, at least PG, you could still trade. Like, he doesn't have a no trade clause. Like, would it be a little harder because his money? Yeah, but you can trade him. I think you could figure something out and trade him if you want to trade him. He don't have a no trade clause like Brad does, to where Brad could just be like, no, I'm here, gang. Like, I'm here. PG can't do that, so that's why I said we'll do it. Obviously, it wouldn't be ideal to keep both of them and you paying both of them like that. But just look at the future where you're like, okay, say you get an Ace or a VJ with Book and Ryan. I know a lot of people not that high on Ryan. I ain't saying Ryan's some just great prospect. Ryan's good. Ryan got potential, especially as a defender. Now you're looking like, okay, you can look at the future like, okay, they got something for the next couple of years. Like, you can grow with these guys. Bring in some more, you know, young guys. Bring in some vets. Get some more athleticism, some more wings to go with them. And you're like, okay, you can do that. Like, if you could get Brad off, I would still do it. And I would just rock with PG until as long as you want to rock with him, and then try to trade him when you can. But imagine you did get an Ace and he's learning from a Book in PG. So I would do that. I don't think the Sixers going to do that. But if they offered that, I would do that. There's people talking about a Spurs package where maybe the Spurs try to give us their 14th pick and some of their guys. I'd do that too. Like I said, y'all know I don't want to trade KD, but they're going to do it. So I might as well talk about the packages. That's my guy. That's my dog. Like I said, he know. Folks know wherever he at, I'm with him, gang, always. I'm rocking with him. I'm rooting for him. Just as hard as I'm a root for the Suns, because, he's helped me and given me opportunities, shit like that. So I'm rocking with him regardless. But that's where we at, man. But I'm in this video. But gang. Gang. Belt to ass on Josh Batelstein, nigga. Pause, nigga. Matter of fact, no pause, nigga. Y'all know what I'm saying. Belt to ass on Josh. Get him away from this organization, dude. He's piping employees. You can't do that, gang. He's fucking piping employees. I'm gonna end the video there. Now let me know what y'all think. I believe most of y'all will agree with me. And let me know what y'all think about packages y'all like for KD. I'm out. We double uploading. Turn my City of Soldiers. We out, bro.